Hi YouTube, it's the Fly Fishing Piper, and I'm out in my wife's she shed. What once was my workshop has since been converted to a shed for my wife and her friends. And in days like this, I have it all to myself. It's Labor Day weekend, Sunday. The weather here in New England and Massachusetts, it's about 60 degrees with a light rain. Expected to rain all day today. Of course, it's nothing compared to what the folks down south have experienced, and certainly we've been thinking about them the last several days. I'm out in the shed and I'm smoking my Savinelli. This is one of my favorite pipes. I've had it for over a year now. I really enjoy it. I'm smoking some Borkum Riff Cherry Cavendish. I don't smoke a lot of aromatics. They tend to bite my tongue and stay in my palate, my mouth for hours and hours and hours. And some of the cherry tobaccos I've had, um, it's like chewing a boot. They're just not very appealing. But this Borkum Riff surprisingly has very little to no tongue bite. A nice room note. My wife enjoys it, so I can smoke out in the shed. And when she comes out here, she doesn't cringe because of the heavy latakia smells or those kinds of things. But she does enjoy the smell of this cherry tobacco. So once in a while, I'll smoke it, and I've been enjoying it. Again, it's Borkum Riff Cherry Cavendish. It's available over the counter all over, and all over in that I've purchased it on my travels from coast to coast and border to border. So it's out there and it's around. It's easily picked up. Again, it's a nice smoking tobacco, and has a nice, as I said, nice room note to it. I'm using what's quickly become one of my favorite pipe tampers. Um, I make my tampers, carve them myself. This is this is one I carved a few months ago. It has like a claw or a fingernail hook on the end of it, which fits nicely on my pipes and helps to get down there and clean them out. It has in this case, a 9mm shell casing at the bottom, which makes for a great little tamper. And haven't done much to it except put a little palm oil on it. I'm going to put some spoon butter. It's called, it's beeswax and olive oil combination. And hope to seal it, so I'll do that today probably. But as I said, this has quickly become one of my favorite tampers. So just a quick video to say hi, and you know, you see an awful lot on TV, on the news, about some crazy stuff that's going on in this country, and some of it, no matter who you voted for in the past elections, some of it just makes you scratch your head and say, what the hell is going on? What are people thinking? Oops, sorry about that. There seems to be this group of people who are less than alpha types. Some of them run around. My grandson wanted to know who the ninjas were on TV and why they were pushing people. So Some of these idiots run around all dressed in black and cover their faces, and they're very courageous, very outstanding behind their black outfits and masks, and but they're out there, and their sole purpose is to disrupt and attack people, and you see the same thing on both sides. It's curious though. Everyone gets upset with the KKK all dressed in white with white hoods, but they don't seem to be too upset with this other group. I can't remember what they're called, dressed up in black with black hoods and black masks. But I guess different strokes for different folks. But through all this madness and this social decay that I think we're all experiencing, something good comes out of something terrible. So we have this hurricane that just left a path of destruction and misery behind it. Floodwaters 8, 10, 12 feet high, 16 feet high in some areas, they're saying. And through all this misery, you see things that make you say, okay, there's some good left in this country after all. There's one video clip that's on, I think I saw it on Instagram, that I thought was amazing. It's a line of about, I think the guy said it was 2.5 or 3 miles long, a line of boats with pickup trucks and vans pulling them, shallow water boats, john boats, flat boats, aluminum boats, that people are waiting on the side of the road to get into the devastated areas and to rescue people and to help take in supplies and bring folks out. These are our fellow Americans that don't know any of the people that are in there, don't know what they're going to experience. They're going into just some god awful weather and water with untreated sewage in it, all kinds of chemicals and different wastes that are out there. And these guys put on their waders and get into their boats that they've equipped themselves, and they provide their own fuel and transportation, and they're waiting in line to go help people. At the beginning of the line, there's a fellow who looked like it was a state trooper, but I didn't recognize the uniform, allowing people to go in 1 and 2 at a time, some cases 3 at a time, and they're being dispatched to different areas to launch their boats themselves, and get out there on their own, navigate what were streets and neighborhoods to find people that need help or to take in water and food. And they're helping people that they're never going to see again, probably never going to get their names. They're not looking for thank yous. They're not looking for, to be on the morning talk shows. They're not going to have a hit album that's going to come out of it. They're just doing what they think is right as Americans. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me, that really restores my faith in the people of this country, or at least some of the people in this country. And you ask yourself, that's happening down south. Would we have the same response if a tragedy like that hit Massachusetts, as an example? If it hit Boston, would we have people coming to the aid of others that they don't know and for no other purpose than to do the right thing? I don't know. It's a good question. I have my own thoughts. I wouldn't hold my breath in Massachusetts, but maybe I'd be proven wrong. But in this case, the folks down south, God bless them. They're doing a wonderful job. They're going to have to throw away those waders when they finish. They're going to have to wash their boats and their equipment. And again, they're getting not 1 cent for it. They're just doing what they think is right. And, God bless them for their efforts. So it's a long Labor Day weekend, and I hope everyone has a chance to get back and enjoy it. Smoke a pipe, smoke a bowl of your favorite tobacco, and just kick back and relax a little bit. So until next time, I wish everyone tight lines and a good smoke. Take care.